Let's get to number one, the flip. A defensive play as the number one moment of Derek Jeter's career. I think that speaks to him perfectly. Here's the scene. So it's the 2001 ALDS. The Yankees are down 0-2. They lost the first two games against Oakland of the division series at home. They got their butts kicked, and then they go to Oakland. It's like, all right, there's no way they're going to pull this out. They've got to win 3 in a row and the next 2 in Oakland. Messina's dealing. It's a 1-0 lead in the 7th inning. Terrence Long doubles down to the right field corner. Shane Spencer makes a horrendous throw, overthrows 2 cutoff men. Derek Jeter darts across the infield, backhands the ball, flips it to Posada, who gets Jeremy Giambi, who should have slid, on the calf just as before he touches the plate.
The fact is, he didn't slide. Jeter's there. Perfect placement. Ball's overthrown. And they've practiced this. We were talking about this before. I think that's even better. Because the fact that Jeter has said this, Jeter has talked about that they practiced it a number of times, talks about the preparation of every situation. And you know what? I don't know what everybody else was doing on that play, but they're
picking dingleberries out of their ass, just looking at the ball. And Derek Jeter's like, okay, I guess I'll save the day.
But there's a lot of plays that are contingency plays, right? If something happens, this happens. If somebody's out of place or if a ball gets loose, these are the places that we have to go. If the ball's hit to the right side, the left side, there's a number of things that they all go through. So this was obviously one of those wheel things that they're talking about, where Jeter is coming. Everybody else has a bag, everybody else has a position, and Jeter's job now is to, cut in between the base paths at some point, and try to cut it off if he possibly can. It's a freak play. It doesn't happen. It hasn't happened. And even if you practice it, the play has to happen perfectly for it to even work. When you're talking about perception on a baseball and like the intellectual value of a player, it's an 11. It's unbelievable, off the charts.
One of the beautiful things about the play, if you watch the video, is that the entire Oakland crowd just loses their breath at the same moment. It goes from roaring cheers to dead silent in the matter of a blink of an eye. It's so funny to hear. Another argument for why Mr. November is number 2 and the flip is number 1 is because Mr. November doesn't happen without the flip.
The fact that they were down 0-2, and it was a 1-run game at that point, and this is cutting down a run at the plate. That's a huge momentum thing too. Plus, it's a run off the board, and you're dealing with a tight game right there. It very well could not happen.